Elvis Presley is widely regarded as one of the most influential and iconic figures in the history of rock and roll. His music, style, and charisma have inspired countless artists and fans around the world. But how much do you really know about his songs? In this video, we will reveal some surprising facts and stories behind one of his most famous hits, which he recorded in 1956 and performed 3 times on national television. This song was also the opening track of his debut album, which sold over 10 million copies and became the first rock and roll album to top the Billboard charts. But before we get to the song itself, let's start with the shoes. What are blue suede shoes, anyway? And why did Elvis sing about them? Well, suede is a type of leather that has a soft and velvety surface. It is often dyed in various colors, such as blue, to make it more fashionable and attractive. Suede shoes are considered to be stylish and elegant, but also delicate and prone to damage. They can easily get stained, scuffed, or worn out by water, dirt, or friction. Therefore, people who wear suede shoes usually take good care of them and try to avoid any contact that might ruin their appearance. This is where the story of the song begins. According to Johnny Cash, who was a friend and colleague of Elvis, he was the one who gave him the idea for the song in 1955. Cash told Elvis about a black airman he had met in Germany, who was very proud of his blue suede shoes and did not want anyone to step on them or scuff them. Cash suggested that Elvis write a song about the shoes, but Elvis replied that he did not know anything about shoes and how to write a song about them. However, another version of the story claims that Elvis was not the original writer of the song, but rather a singer named Carl Perkins. Perkins was also a rockabilly musician who recorded for Sun Records, the same label as Elvis. Perkins said that he wrote the song in December 1955 after he saw a couple dancing near the stage at one of his shows. He noticed that the boy was wearing blue suede shoes and scolded his partner for stepping on them. Perkins thought that it was funny that the boy cared more about his shoes than his girl, and decided to write a song about it. Perkins used a nursery rhyme as the basis for the song, starting with 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, now go cat go. He recorded the song on December 19, 1955 at Sun Studio in Memphis, Tennessee. The producer, Sam Phillips, asked him to change Go Boy Go to Go Cat Go in the second take, which became the final version. The song was released in January 1956 and became a huge hit for Perkins. It reached number 1 on the Billboard Country chart, number 2 on the pop chart, and number 3 on the rhythm and blues chart. It was also one of the first songs to cross over from one genre to another, appealing to both white and black audiences. But Perkins' success was short-lived. In March 1956, he was involved in a car accident that injured him and his brother severely. He had to cancel his appearance on the Perry Como show, which would have been his national television debut. Instead, Phillips sent Elvis to perform on his behalf. Elvis sang Blue Suede Shoes on the Milton Berle Show on April 3, 1956, the Steve Allen Show on July 1, 1956, and the Ed Sullivan Show on September 9, 1956. His performances were sensational and controversial, as he gyrated his hips and legs in a way that shocked many viewers. His version of Blue Suede Shoes became more popular than Perkins' original one and overshadowed his career. Elvis also recorded Blue Suede Shoes for his first album, Elvis Presley, which was released in March 1956. The album featured a mix of rock and roll, country, blues, gospel, and pop songs that showcased Elvis's versatility and talent. It was an instant success, selling over 1 million copies in its first year and becoming the first rock and roll album to reach number 1 on the Billboard chart. It also established Elvis as a global star and a cultural phenomenon. But despite taking over Perkins' song and fame, Elvis always respected him as a songwriter and a friend. He never claimed to be the author of Blue Suede Shoes and always gave credit to Perkins whenever he performed it. He also paid royalties to Perkins for every copy of his version sold. He even gave Perkins a pair of blue suede shoes as a gift when he returned from his military service in 1960. Perkins later said that he was grateful to Elvis for making his song a classic and for being a loyal and generous friend. So, there you have it. The story behind one of the most iconic songs in rock and roll history. A song that was inspired by a pair of shoes, written by a car crash victim, and popularized by a hip-shaking rebel. A song that transcended musical boundaries and cultural barriers. A song that made millions of people dance, sing, and dream. A song that you probably didn't know that much about until now. a song called Blue Suede Shoes.